I wanted to share this. Our friend Casey Harmon, listening down in Louisiana, sent this to me. This is an interesting opportunity that popped up on Craigslist in the Austin, Texas section, the subsection Rooms and Shares.
Oh, I was wondering. I saw Cedar Park. I was like, is that my Cedar Park?
It is indeed.
In Texas?
Northern suburb of Austin. Cedar Park, $550, one bedroom.
That's a good deal.
That's a fucking great deal for, well, until you hear what it is.
And until you have to live in Cedar Park.
Yeah. Starting a Jiu-Jitsu house in Cedar Park, 4 bedrooms. So typical for ads, you find out.
What's a Jiu-Jitsu house?
It's like a Waffle House.
I think that's an unanswered question.
Does it say what it is?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get in there. I just wanted to point out that this is a classic thing with these listings where it's like, ooh, that's a good deal for a 1 bedroom. And then you read it and it's like, no, it's 1 bedroom within 4.
Well, that's like when I moved out here and I was looking up, trying to find a place to live, and it's like, a muscular man can live here for $1.
Yeah.
Must sleep in bed with me, but no touching, so don't worry. There's like a lot of those. That means
definitely.
they must work like once in a while.
Like we share a bedroom, like separated by one of those. What do you call them? The
dividers?
partition.
yeah, just not even one of those
curtain.
like dressing ones.
The shades.
Yeah. Separated by that, you can just hear each other snoring all night.
I did that in someone's living room when I moved here.
Yeah.
There was I lived in the living room and there was like a little fold out divider.
Like old school, you see in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the living room was connected to the kitchen, and I would hear like the goings on in the kitchen, and that was also where like one of the roommates liked to have like meetings,
Of course.
business meetings.
And obviously the partition kept that so you couldn't hear it at all.
No, yeah. I would just
He's on the other side just jerking off.
in timeout. But, the guy would put me in timeout pretty regularly, and I was like, I wonder what Los Angeles has in store for me.
So many people wind up in those situations when they first move here. 'Cause they're just
yeah.
like, I guess I just need a temp spot before I find my real one.
Yeah. My current roommate, he had like a bunk bed situation, and like where there was like 2 bunk beds in one room.
Yeah,
the size of this room.
the dorm style.
Yeah.
And they pay like $900,
And it was
a
not
month.
cheap.
Yeah,
it was fucking not
crazy.
cheap. And I remember, he came to look at this room and he's like, oh, so it's just me in here? I'm like, yeah. It's a room.
There's not a guy standing in the closet.
right. No, you get 4 walls and a door.
Well, that's what's going to happen in America. Like, there's like only 4 square miles of this country that have jobs in them, and the rest of so it's like just people are going to be stacked up like fucking cordwood.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's coming.
In every place that has like any jobs, and every other place can be wide open.
Yeah. Well, in Cedar Park, this guy says,
We got so far away.
"Oh, it's no,
I forgot we were even talking about this.
I like taking it directly to America.
No, you're right. This podcast.
Well, listen. In America, you got to fight to survive, and this guy,
we hold a mirror up to society on this podcast.
That's right. We're
And people may not like what they see, but
No.
No, they do not.
So
No one does.
He says, I'm starting a jiu-jitsu house in Cedar Park. 4 bedrooms, 4 guys that do jiu-jitsu. Yes, you have to train.
so the guy is already making like orders. He's in control of your life.
You have to indulge in my hobby if you want to have a roof over your head.
This motherfucker is trying to start a real Cobra Kai in North Austin. Like, that's what's happening.
They're gonna go to other jiu-jitsu houses and do challenges.
It could be like Count Dante, like have fucking brawls in the streets and shit. He says rent is $550 plus utilities (parentheses free internet), $550 refundable deposit, $60 application fee. And this is the weird part. I can rent the house with 30 days notice. If we can get 2 guys to commit, then I'll sign the lease.
So he doesn't even have the place
Right,
yet.
the place, he doesn't even have it. This is a theoretical jiu-jitsu house.
Dude, you see so many of these in the LA house listings too. They're just like, I have this much money. I'm looking for a person. Here's my ideal place. And it's just like, this is
Unrealistic.
This is what everyone's thinking in their brain.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You can't just put that out and be like, and make it happen.
He says, I'm a brown belt at Brazilian Fight Factory, and my Instagram is at Kieldro.
Is that a legit gym? We need to look up if that's a legit gym or
It
if
is.
this guy's a faker.
No, he's real because I looked him up, and all of his pictures are indeed tagged at Brazilian Fight Factory.
Okay.
And
But this is in Texas. Keep that
yes.
in mind.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Brazilian Fight Factory in Cedar Park.
yeah, absolutely.
So this is like when people put up a sign that says like starting a band and they need every player.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the singer/star.
Which
Yeah.
you've seen those, you
Oh,
know, where
yeah.
they're like need keyboard, drums, bass,
The
lead guitar.
one of the few places in Los Angeles where they still have an actual bulletin board, the Guitar Center on Sunset, and that is some of the most desperate things I've ever seen
it's
pinned on a bulletin board.
And it's like a headshot of someone wearing a fedora, and it's like, I need an entire band.
I
to
need a
front-
harmonica
to back this.
Yeah, I need a harmonica. I need keyboards. I need a full horn section, drums, bass, guitar.
I need a ska
Yeah,
band.
so
I need
that's
a
like
ska
I need
band.
a ska band.
That's like Sam was saying. It's like a dream. It's like telling your dream to somebody. Like this man dreams of having a jiu-jitsu house, and he just told the whole world about it.
I love the specificity of like it must be ska. It's got to like with this. Like, what if you came to him and you're like, look, I do karate. I don't do jiu-jitsu, but can I still live here? Like, no, get the fuck out. We're a jiu-jitsu
Yeah,
house.
you got to be a ground fighter. And you're like, no, I can help you with your striking. You're like, we don't care about that in the jiu-jitsu house.
I'll
We
pay
are
the rent for 2
grappling
rooms.
only. There's a mat in the living room for a reason.
I'll get a second job and pay the rent for 2 rooms if I don't have to do jujitsu. Nope,
That's
sorry.
how interesting things happen, because that's sometimes like a band will be like, I need like a, I don't know, like a heavy metal guitar player.
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, I like Steely Dan. I don't know if that'll work. And he's like, listen, I think we can make that work.
yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like jujitsu, wow, I don't know if I really like jujitsu. I'm not really sure what it is, but I do like porn. And he's like, that's pretty close. So
That works.
you can move in.
This reminds me of the time that me and my friends wanted to start a video game club in our neighborhood.
Ooh, hell yeah.
And in theory, great. And my mom was like, yeah, you can make the flyers for those. And she just like made us draw something to like, make us spend some time during the summer.
Sure.
And then she was like, yeah, you can't put those up anywhere. We're not having random children come over to play video games here. Like 8. I'm like, what? I want the club.
Well, now you learned an important lesson. You can work really hard on something and it will not pan out.
We had it so planned out. Dude.
Yeah, I was never gonna let the video game club happen.
Yeah, she knew
But
it
look
the
how
whole
well,
time.
look how good you got at drawing Mario.
I looked this guy up, and if you look at the comments under all of his pictures, it's just people who have seen this ad being like, hey, you still got the jiu-jitsu house, bro? And he's not answered any
What's
of
up,
them.
weirdo?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Time to put up or shut up, motherfucker.
How's the karate house going, asshole?
I'm gonna come over there and beat your ass, and I want to live with you.
Don't try to grapple with him, I guess, unless you're higher than a brown belt.
Those are the rules.
Brown belt.
Oh, man.
That's the one, right? That's between purple and black.
Okay, so that's like the
It's
second.
also the belt
Yeah.
that you put between
Yeah.
your ass cheeks.
That's what I call my underwear.
Yeah, it's his G-string. That's the brown
I don't
belt.
believe anything. I don't believe anything that guy's saying. So I bet he thought brown belt was more believable than saying black belt.
Yeah.
But he really has no belt.
Yeah.
He really has no belts, and he's really horny.
I mean, that was what I was thinking. And then you see his Instagram, and you're like, this guy is legit. Like, this
Guess
is a real
his
thing.
Instagram bio.
Just
Just take a wild guess.
I'm going to say it
Like,
involves jujitsu.
Just 2 words: brown belt. That's his description of himself.
It's like when you're propagating a lie, you have to say it to everybody.
People are frightening. Imagine that. You know someone's tried to date that guy.
Well, yeah,
Maybe he'll stop saying brown belt on the second date.
that's the thing people like this don't understand is like they love their sport and whatever, but to regular people we look at it like your hobby is hurting people and getting hurt, right? That's your hobby.
Yeah.
You're insane.
Yeah,
and,
but-
and you want to live with 3 other people who also feel that way.
Yeah, but I'm prepared to defend with deadly force this Quincy's Steakhouse. All right, I can take out
Anger
everyone
problem.
here.
I was on the bus one day and this guy was getting like loud and aggressive with the driver, and this guy in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu like shirt. He started like you could tell he's like flexing his muscles. Like, am I going to be needed
Is it
here?
time? Is it
yeah,
time?
it's the time. I've been waiting to use bus jiu-jitsu.
The situation worked itself out, and he like threw down one of those like smoke bombs.
Yeah, he did.
But he didn't disappear. He had to wait till the next time.
Oh God. This is the saddest ninja in America. Waiting for the like the bus has to open.
Yeah, then he throws another one down when he exits the bus. I had 2. I came to use 2.
Experience the mystery.
Just know if you're ever in trouble again, man, I take the bus all the time.
He steps on off the bus onto a bird that just
onto a banana peel.
So anyway, if you're listening in Central Texas and you need somewhere to live, please live here and report back. I need to know what's happening at the theoretical jiu-jitsu house.
Yeah. What's happening is UFC champions are being bred every day.
If you're listening to this, go take that guy up and live in that house for a few months and get back to us.